is up? It's Stu. And I'm working on the fucking Civic again. Anyway, Honda. The mighty goodness of a Sidewinder manifold. Lovely, lovely. Oh, lovely. There's the man. AH Fabs made me this. Boys and girls, ladies and gents, is the main event. I've just got another Lambert to put in because I spoke to Chris. He says I need another one in. So I'm just going to try and put one just there if I can. I've got all the bits for it. All but my oil return and some boost pipes and changing intercooler again. I don't know if I did a video on the first intercooler that I bought that was kind of same-sided, but it went through the intercooler because the temps on these twin passes are redonkulous. Absolutely stupid. I think 47 degrees I was recording on the front. Ridiculous, ridiculous. Anyway, I forgot to say on the last video, so all the B-pillar carbon, the dash carbon, the door insert carbon, and the fuel filler carbon is all off Gaz EP3 on Instagram. There you are. And oh, we're fucking forgetting everything here. Forgetting everything. Shout out, shout out. So that is the new rocker cover, and I don't think you'll be able to see all the glitter in it, or you might be able to. This is off. My fucking threads are shagged, so that's why this is a bit vibraty, and it does rattle, do me head in. So Mark Patterson 10, I think it is, on Instagram. I'll put his little tag in below here. £100 with an exchange, and if you want special colours, he charges a bit more. Nakedness, that I think I'm just going to remove anyway. It's a bit childish, especially this one here, that looks like an actual child. It's a bit strange, like. So I had to cover it up because I couldn't really have a breastless woman with a ball gag in her mouth. And if you've ever had your sump off, you will recognise this as an oil pump. This is a second-hand one. This ain't because I put the turbo on. This is because ages ago, I don't think I had this on video already. Filled my sump up with oil. Forgot I had a baffled sump and poured it in. Dipped it. Yeah, that'll be right. Started it up, and obviously all the rest of the oil was starting to come down, and it sucked all the oil out of the sump and then ran the pump dry. Big knocking noise, and then fine. It's been fine since. I went for a mega hoon, bouncing that limiter every gear, proper hooning the fuck out of it. And when I come to a stop, it sank right down. That was about 3 or 4 months ago. So it has been running perfectly fine, even with the low oil pressure when it's really warm. Hopefully this has cured it, and I can go back to hooning. Hooning like a good un. So yesterday we changed oil pump, and it did make a shit of difference. Absolute diddly squat. So compression test time. I've been like dreading doing this test since yesterday. Last night all I was doing was googling fucking piston rings and googling turbo symptoms to try and think what I've got, because what I had when I'd rev it up, it'd be fine starting it up. As soon as it's sit, and then I'd rev it, it'd puff white smoke, and I was thinking, oh well, white and blue smoke, just oil. And I was like, fuck, like fuck. Turned everything off, went home and was like, right, see if it turbo shat itself or it's compression, and I fucked a piston ring. The legendary Big Dave has lent me his top quality compression tester. Here we are. I've got a nice crank feed from the ignition switch just there. I've got my power probe plugged into it and everything. Open your throttle, wide open. I just put a cable tie on it. It's wide open so you can get air in. And then you take your spark plugs out, and you can do it from like 1, 2, 3, 4 or whatever the way this thing is. I'm just going to go across. I already put it in this, so that's the way we're going. So you just wind it in. Literally don't have to be tight because it's got a little O-ring on it. Put your gauge to where you can see it like that. We can crank it over and see. You do it roughly for about 7 seconds or 10 seconds. Just over 200 PSI, 14 bar. Sound as fuck. Like I said, I've been dreading this because the last thing I want is a fucking piston ring to be gone, and if it's gone it means engine rebuild time, and then it just sets me back. I'm fucking hoping it's that wicked eBay turbo. So there we are, second one in. Just over 200 PSI again, fucking soon as spook. At this point now, boys and girls, where it starts getting a bit on edge of your seat, this is a dry compression test, and I'll explain the rest later on. That one's a bit down, but it's not massively. It's like 10 PSI down. Not a massive fucking problem. The last piston. This is alright. My turbo is fucking sharp. Final test. There we are. That one's a super mega fucking 220. 220. They're all around the 200 mark, so that is a fucking relief. I cannot believe it because that turbo is shagged and I am happy as fucking Larry. And it has made me, I tell you, I've spent the full day today convincing myself my piston rings have gone fucked, and I'm so relieved, so fucking relieved that it's my turbo. So my turbo seal's gone. That's what's letting all the oil into exhaust. Engine's fine. Fuck, thank fuck, because all I've been doing today, I've been looking at forged pistons, forged fucking rods, new fucking main end cap job jigs, frigging old engine bits anyway to rebuild it, new spring retainer, bloody things, fucking valve springs, all that shit. So yeah, the most relieved I've ever been is right now. A simple, literally 5-minute test, and we are laughing. So now it is time for the big strip down. So this is getting all ripped off. I've just got all my wrap, so I can wrap my exhaust and get it all wrapped up and then bodged on. Bonnet out the exhaust, gangster shit. Oh, so relieved. It's just, like I said, for a whole day I've just been convincing myself my engine's fucked and that I fucked it, and driving like a dick all the time is ruined my engine, bouncing off the limiter. But this engine is the hardiest motherfucking standard engine in the world. These engines are fucking legit. Fuck your Evos and your Subarus and shit like that. Get yourself a K20 fucking Honda, stick a turbo on it, and them guys will be in your trail of dust. Best. The best. Tell me a fucking another engine you can double the brake horse. Think that you broke it, but you haven't. You haven't broke it. Yeah, boy. Right, that's it. I'm fucking going home. Happy as fuck. Aye. I've been Stu. Best day ever. See you in a bit.